Huntsville quarter midget nationals, and because his son runs quarter midgets, and the guy was just the best. We actually hung out quite a bit, and that's Jeff Burton, man. What a good guy. We actually talked a lot about you, and he's such a good guy. Are you and Jeff close?
We're not close, but I mean we get along great. I mean I've always respected Jeff, and Jeff's been a guy that's helped me a lot. He was, him and Mark Martin were teammates when I was coming up through the Nationwide Series and just starting in Cup, and man, I really like Jeff. Jeff and his wife Kim, and their son. I haven't even got a chance to watch his son run yet, but I know he's pretty excited about taking him all over the place racing his quarter midget.
Yeah, Harrison Burton. I asked Jeff, Brent. I was like, "Hey, listen, tell me about back last year, the orange 20, now the red 14 in your rear view mirror." And Burton, kind of in his southern drawl, was like, "Well, I know I got to be on my game because I'm not getting 2 centimeters worth of courtesy over there." I go, "What do you mean courtesy?" He goes, "I don't mean courtesy. I just mean if I give the guy 2 centimeters, he's there, and I know that he's going to race me hard." But he had a lot of good things to say about you. He really did, Burton. What a good guy, man.
Yeah, we race each other hard, but the thing that I learned with Jeff a long time ago is you race him with respect, and he's going to race you the same way. And if I'm faster and running him down, he lets you go right away. But he expects the same in return, and that's kind of how I got my style was kind of off of him and Mark Martin and Bobby Labonte and those guys that knew when to push hard and when to let guys go. But he's just won an awful lot of races because of that. So
Mark Martin the same way, man. Mark Martin will race you hard, Tony, but if you got a better car, he's the first one to say, "Hey, go on by now," isn't he? Mark is.
You look at Mark's car at the end of the race; it doesn't have a mark on it, scratch on it, nothing. I mean, there's nothing on the side of his race car, and then that's how you win races at the end of the day, is because your car's not bent up and the arrow's all screwed up and everything. So he's just smart. I mean, it's that's some of the things that you have such a hard time teaching these young guys when they come in, is that they feel like that for some reason they think that it's an absolute death match for 500 miles, and they don't realize that you run that close on the edge for 500 miles, you're going to make a mistake and you're going to run into somebody, and when you do, you're going to be in a situation where all of a sudden your car's tore up. So that's the great thing about Mark Martin and Jeff Burton and these guys that have done this for a long time. They realize that it's not the first half of the race you're spending that trying to just get your car driving good and getting yourself in a position to be there at the end. So it's not all about just running wide open all the time, all day.
Mike Carney just gave me a courtesy text break, because Tony's got an ESPN thing, though, so I got to let him go. But anyway, tomorrow night, I should say.
Just a courtesy text. That doesn't mean we got to do anything.
That's true. I do know who the boss is, but hey, I'm just starting to get back on the good foot there, and I don't want to mess it up, my friend. I'm learning how to play the game. Gooch and the Godfather took me aside and said, "Hey, listen, man, there's a couple way to do things. We can do it the mother effer way, or we can do it the right way, and you're going to get a hell of a lot further." Everybody knows that Tony will stick up for you, Bubba, but let's just see if we can make this a little bit easier. Like, I got it. So,
you and I are not exactly the best at being politicians by any means.
No, we usually are. We're Indiana. We're Hoosiers. That's what we are. We're Hoosiers, right. and we're very adamant. We're hillbillies. But anyway, tomorrow night, man, it's a great thing. It'll raise over 7 figures for the Wounded Warriors, and this guy is the best. Tony gives so much. People don't realize there's so much more to Tony Stewart than some of the things that you've seen over the years. And he's just, God, Tony, so proud of you, my friend, especially with what you've done with a fledgling team and Haas, and now you guys are, courtesy of Hendrick's help and your wherewithal, and Eddie and Arnie and Brett, just such good people. Got the best coach driver in the entire world. My buddy, I love him more than anything. Can I tell you in closing who's got the biggest crush on Gooch?
Who's that?
My wife, Heather.
Are you kidding me? I thought I was next in line.
No, well, I mean, I don't know. She says, I like big. Maybe if you get back to the old heavy Tony, but she likes big dudes. And she's like, if I wasn't with you, I'd try to be with Gooch. I go, well, don't tell Tony or Gooch that.
Well, yeah, because I'm upset about it. I'm sitting there thinking, I thought I had the lock on the second slot there, but
now Gooch is going to get fired because of the deal. But anyway,
Gooch may not even be productive if he finds out about this. It may have him so screwed up he can't even drive.
He's going to be so spun out. It's pathetic. Anyway, man, tomorrow night, HBO. You don't even have to be a subscriber of HBO. You can get it as a one-timer, and it's again, they'll raise well over $1 million for the Wounded Warriors, and Tony's the best. And Tony, man, go out there and show him how to drive a rocket chassis, my friend, just like last year. Get it all yacked up. And by the way, he's doing well on dirt, Tony is. Tony's doing well on dirt. So
yeah, I finally won a 410 wing sprint race at Sharon, Ohio this year.
I know you did, and you always for years said, man, those things kind of scare me a little bit. I don't like I'm not like the flying half breed. I don't quite got it like that, but you won one.
Yeah, Jimmy Carr got me dialed in, and Bonsai that used to work with Jack Hoddenchild was with us, and so it was I probably had about 60 or 70 years of experience in the pits with me working on the car, so about time I could step up and get him in victory lane.
Hey,
tomorrow night's going to be awesome, and the fans that are listening, this is the reason it's successful is the fans ordering the pay-per-view. So I know the economy's bad and times are tough, but if there's any way that you can get it, it's going to 4 great military charities supporting our injured and fallen soldiers, and the reason that it's successful is the HBO side and the fans that buy the pay-per-view. So if you got a buddy that's a casual race fan, if you can talk them into ordering it, it helps everything out, and all the proceeds go to the charity. So
and the good thing about it, Tony, is all the beef, all the behind-the-scenes footage. Like they just don't broadcast a race. They go into the hauler, and you'll see Scotty Bloomquist and he's setting up a car for Robbie Gordon, and you'll see Mark Richards and Josh Richards there, and you'll see all the infrastructure. So it's just not the race. They do all the heat races. They do all the B-roll footage and stuff. You'll see Tony probably driving the grader and making the track wetter. I mean, everything. So
yeah, I mean, the great thing is we all the passes and the pit passes for the infield are all from the drivers. It's people that they're wanting in the pits, and it gives these guys the flexibility to walk around like we used to on Saturday night short tracks. So you get to see these guys have fun. It's a no-pressure situation for them. They all want to win the race, but it's a situation where they all get to have fun and walk down and talk to each other. And now that I know the Ruderman situation, that's the first thing I'm going to do is walk down there and get in his head first thing tomorrow. But
you're going to get your dollars out, make some side bets, and because you're all about getting in people's head.
Do we have a deal on this? I mean, what are we going to have here? I mean, I'm going to go double or nothing on my program here.
No, I'm on your team. I can't bet against you.
No, the double or nothing is Bubba lost his bet to Ruderman.
Yeah, I lost my bet to Ruderman because Pookie Ruderman beat me in a dirt late model a couple nights ago. I was winning the whole damn race, and then I got into lap traffic, and Pookie spun me. It was a clean deal, but he won fair and square, and I won. And it was the first race that I've been winning in a long, long time, Tony. I'll tell you that right now. I qualified 4th. And led laps 1 through 15 on a 30-lapper. Then I ran out of talent, like you would say.
And you started falling out of the seat, didn't you?
Yeah, I fell out of the seat, started hyperventilating, needed a paper bag the whole 9 yards. And I got up on a lap car, went on the high side, and then looped it. And then my teammate, Keith Knobsbitch, T-boned me, so I took us both out. And he wouldn't talk to me for 2 weeks.
Well, imagine that. I mean, you lead in the race and you stuff it. I mean, what do you expect a guy to do?
In layman terms, yeah, you're right. But hey, I just got back on the good foot with Artie, my friend. You're going to be late for ESPN, buddy. I don't want to get on that genre anymore. Hey, do you like your belt?
Well,
do you like your belt?
Dude, my belt is awesome. I mean, the wrestling belt you had made for me is probably one of the coolest birthday presents I think I've ever had in my life. So
well, I got to tell you, Gooch and the Godfather helped me think of that and design that and help me get it to you. So I got to give equal. Hey, good luck tomorrow night. I'll be rooting for you, my friend, and I'll text you over the weekend. Good luck to you, buddy.
All right, pal. It's good talking to you guys.
Thank you, Tony.
Bye.
Bye.